Well, welcome back to Clayton Schick Outdoors. Of course, I'm Clayton Schick. This is the outdoors, and this could quite possibly be my first day on ice this year. I know I've confused some people with the last couple videos. 99% of the people figured out those videos were from last winter, but the 1% of you that haven't, those lake trout videos were from last April. It's just something that at the time views weren't amazing for ice fishing, and I decided just to sit on it. I knew that I have a little bit of limbo here between open water season and ice fishing, so I thought I'd save them for there, and here we go. But what we could have here is my first day on the ice for the 2021-22 ice fishing season. I'm stoked. We're going to be very cautious. We're going to first go out there, spud bar, picks, floating suit. There are tracks out here already, but just because there's tracks out here doesn't mean I'm going to trust it. I'm going to basically pretend that those tracks don't exist already. If somebody walking looks like pulling a sleigh, I'm gonna pretend that they don't exist, and I'm going to do my own thing. First thing before I haul in my gear down there is I'm just gonna check out the first 20-30 feet just to make sure that we're safe. Then I'll come back, get my gear. I wanna do this as safe as possible, because if I do fall in like this, I'm gonna be fine. But what I really don't want to happen is all my ice fishing gear to go with me, because it could ruin my whole season. But please remember, no fish is worth your life. Please take extra precaution, extra safety, experience. I should have somebody with me, but I am experienced enough where I feel quite confident. And I guess it'd be a pretty good shot right here if I did fall through for you guys. But anyways, let's go out there and check on the ice conditions first. I feel like Les Strode, is that his name? Les Strode? Les Strode? Les Strode? Survivor Man? Oh, what's this? There's a dead bird. I'm sorry, dead bird. You look like are you just a raven? You almost look like you were like a hawk of something. Oh, I am a donkey. Those are goose feathers. Somebody shot a goose, and those are the wings. I'm so dumb. Okay. This looks like clear ice, to be honest. Looks really clear. Never judge a book by its cover. Lots can change, even though somebody was out here yesterday. There's not a lot of ice, but the shore is always going to be the worst, for sure. That's cracking. That's definitely cracking. Oh yeah. It's not a lot. Maybe let's, and don't, when you're checking ice, don't like go, oh yeah, it looks good. Give it a good one. Look at the difference. Give her one. So let's maybe chisel a piece out here first. Well, the dog walked around, so it must be good, right? There's definitely not a lot of ice. There is not a lot of ice out here. I'll save that to show the main camera there. Ooh, don't like how easy it broke. It's not the clearest. Like, it's cloudy a little bit. Cloudy ice is bad ice. There's some cloudiness in there. So what that means is that it froze, it snowed, it froze, it snowed. Something that's like super clear is the best. This is medium. But I think I have enough ice to at least play around a little bit. I won't need the auger, I'll tell you that much. But I have enough ice to play around a little bit, I'm pretty sure, with the Mega Live and see what it's all about. I'll be checking every step. Seems okay. I don't know. It's not amazing, I'll tell you that much. One solid poke I can get through. That's a little sketchy. See, that's better though. That was way better there. There we go. Okay, this is better. This is way better out here. Once I got away from shore a bit, it's still cracky though. Don't like the crackiness. Cracky's bad. Okay, that's a little bit better though. It's not amazing, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not horrible. Like, I've been on worse ice. a little bit better out here. Okay, I think I'm going to get my gear, and if nothing else, I'm going to play with the Mega Live for a little bit and check it all out. But we will be taking our time for sure. Even walking back. Ooh, see? Don't like that. Well, it's not amazing, but there's enough out there for me at least to get the Mega Live wet and see what it's all about. Okay, we traded our chisel bar in for an axe right now, since this is what we'll be using to open our holes. I'm only going to walk where I've walked today so far, and then once I get to new area again, I'll start basically going on my knees actually and chiseling around. I'm gonna leave the main camera out here for now. The sleigh doesn't scare me at all because it obviously weighs a lot less than I do, and its footprint is spread out. So our biggest goal honestly today is just to see the Mega Live in action and hopefully catch a fish for supper. But the first priority is seeing the Mega Live in action. Oh, is that ever cool? That's so cool. Love it. Oh, there's fish out that way. 35 feet that way. Okay, so let's go there. Those are fish right there, out that way. Okay, 35 feet. So now we gotta try to figure out where that is. There goes my bait. That's so cool. Oh, there's a fish. There we go. Look at this. Come on. It's on the other side here. It's out at 8 feet. And I'm about 6 feet. Maybe it was at 4 or 6 feet. So it's not too far from me right now. That was cool. Oh, I don't like how much water is coming on top of this ice. There's some fish right here. Here we go. Here we go. Some fish moving on top of like a rock or a tree here. Okay, we're gonna cut today short. I feel like the ice is safe enough. I feel though that it's getting weaker right now as it's going. As you can see, wherever I've been, I'm getting a lot of water on top of the ice. So I'm going to call it a day. I am going to go to the garage though. We're going to talk maybe some ice safety. In particular, first ice safety. I really was going to go about this video a little bit differently. At first, I was going to talk about walleye gear or my setup or even the Mega Live, which we will get more into that at some point. But I thought, you know what? No, we need to take advantage of the situation that not many people are on ice yet. Very few are, obviously. There is some, but you usually have to travel some pretty far distances. So let's take advantage of the whole situation and talk about the first ice safety, which is coming soon. As you saw in this video, I felt safe enough out there. As soon as I didn't feel safe enough, I left. At no point in time was I ever in harm. I really felt good about everything. I'm smart enough in that sense to not put myself in that situation. But that's what they call an accident. Accidents can happen, right? You still have to be prepared, and your mind has to always be in the mindset that you could go through at any moment, and being prepared for that is a huge thing. There's an amazing first ice video, which I will link in the description below. Aaron did a video a couple years ago already. Probably did one of the best first ice safety videos I've ever seen. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. And this isn't anything that nobody's ever heard before. Well, I shouldn't say that. Maybe there's some new people that are just getting into ice fishing, and maybe this is something that some people need to kind of watch and look out for. But your most important tool in my mind is the spud bar. Being able to check the ice out in front of you is super important. Now, you can always tell when somebody's new to fishing or the spud bar, they grab it and they're going at their feet right away. Right at their feet, well, that's the worst place to be chiseling. Out in front of you, a good solid poke. If you don't have a spud bar, an axe is a great option for that as well. But again, out in front of you, swing hard. Your goal is to try to put this spud bar or this axe through the ice to see what's out there, not to hardly hit it and go, oh yeah, it must be safe. You have to think about that. Give it a good solid poke. Ice cleats, well, maybe not in terms of a safety conditions, in terms of falling through. These things will give you extra traction on the ice. There's a bunch of different models out there, but it'll give you that added traction on the ice so you don't fall, slip, break your head open, something like that, break an arm, causing more issues obviously to fish that day or even for later in the season. So like I said, not necessarily something, a safety device that'll stop you from falling through, but it is something that is going to be ideal to have. First ice is always the slipperiest ice. Does that make sense? Yeah. A rope. Now I only had one person with me, right? Myself, but if you had more people with you, you guys should have a long rope with you as well. This rope isn't long enough, but have a long rope with something on the end of it that's heavy so you can throw to the person that goes through the ice, something like that. So they can grab a hold of it and you can help assist them out. Ice spikes. Again, not super important, but will help you gain traction on the ice and claw yourself out. There is a lot of different models like this available out there. I've had these for a lot of years, put them around my neck for the first, usually probably a couple of weeks of the season, or if I'm going to a new body of water that I haven't fished yet that year and I'm unsure of the situation. These can definitely help you for sure. Another super important tool that is a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's something that's not just useful for first ice, but for your whole season. It's a floating ice suit. There's a pile of different brands out there. I've been using the Striker suits now for, I want to say 5 or 6 years. I was always the guy that used to be out there in just a hoodie and like regular pants, like just my fishing, my summer open water pants type of thing. Cold doesn't bother me as much. I always hated the bulkiness of the bigger stuff. They've done a good job in the last couple of years of getting rid of some of that bulk. They have a new suit out this year called the Apex suit. I haven't seen it yet myself. I do have one on the way. It's supposed to be even less bulkier, has that flotation device in it, and will definitely save your life in that sense and give you some added protection when you're out there. I've been rocking the hard water suit for the last couple of years, as well as the climate suit. The climate suit is crazy warm, plus it has a removable layer. So I usually use this early ice season and then late ice season. And then I also like the hard water suit because it is like the warmest suit in my mind. I use it when I go on my long trips out there, long snowmobile rides, something like that. But it is nice to have a couple different options. Carter's been using the Predator suit now for a couple of years. He really likes it. Striker has a lot of suits available now for the women as well. Suits that aren't as bulky, that are more tight fitting so you can move around and fish. One more thing, if you do fall through, try to stay calm. Your first 30 seconds to a minute is your most important time out of that whole thing. And if you spend your first 30 seconds to a minute scrambling and breathing in water or panicking, you're going to seal your own fate. I know it's hard, but when you go through, try to stay calm and focus. When you first go through, gain your composure, and then, okay, make a plan and get out. You don't want to exert too much energy on false attempts to get out, if that makes sense. Like if you just start I can't think of the word I'm looking for. You just start flailing around, you're going to burn a lot of your energy. Go through, keep your arms out as you're falling through, stop yourself a little bit, turn in the direction that you fell through, pull your cleats, your spikes off of your neck, claw yourself out, get your feet high is a big thing. Again, in that video, go watch Aaron's video right here, honestly. He does a great job of explaining everything, way better than I can right now. The ice season has just started. I'm probably gonna have some other videos coming up in the garage here soon, talking about some gear, some of the new rods I'm excited for, all that stuff. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do it yet. So you might see a little bit of product video like this before I actually get on the ice, but I am going to keep trying to get out there, but I'm going to be safe, and I really encourage you to do as well. It's not cool to get out there and put yourself in danger. And another thing that's really not cool are the people that make the videos and then perceive it as it's cool and put in their title, dangerous ice. I'm fishing dangerous ice. First ice is dangerous. It is dangerous. Don't make it cool. Be prepared, be smart about it, and most importantly, be safe. And as always, don't forget, get outside.